Can you please introduce yourself, your name, where you come from, and your background?
Yeah, my name is Sullyman. I'm a Yazidi man. I came from Iraq. I've been here 7 years in Australia.
What was your childhood like before the genocide cinema?
Yeah, it was really good to be honest. We had a good life. Everything was going very well.
What kind of things did you enjoy as a child?
In my childhood, it was I always remember it was so good when we like going to each other's house like friends and playing soccer and going to school.
Yeah, soccer is a big thing for
Yeah,
everybody there.
yeah.
Yeah, beautiful thing, football. Can you describe your family and community back then?
Peaceful. If I could use it, describe everything in one word would be like peaceful because our life was so much better than now. Everything was going through very well. We were enjoying our life.
What were your daily routines like? What did you do? What did your family do? How did you make a living back then?
Yeah, we were on a farm back then.
Yeah.
During the day, we were going to school. I was helping my family with the farm, um, having fun with friends and family.
Yeah. What are some memories that still make you smile from those days?
Um, yeah, probably enjoying time with friends back then,
Yeah.
but unfortunately, we don't have those friends now. Yeah, it's sad, but
It's unfortunate. I think many of us have lost either someone from our family or more than one, someone from our friend. Nobody from this genocide, I think, escaped without losing someone they loved. And I'm so sorry that this happened to you and to these ED people. I wish we can make the world learn about this. And thank you so much for coming and sharing your story. This is definitely one of the best ways that we can wake the world up to what's happening outside their safe countries, and it's important. So thank you for coming today.
thank you.
Do you remember the first signs of something going wrong before the genocide happened?
Yeah, back in 2014, before the genocide, we could feel it. Something is coming. Everyone was so worried. They were nervous. They were like telling each other, we should leave because ISIS was getting closer to other villages around us.
Yeah.
So everyone were worried. Like people were trying to escape during the night. You wake up in the morning, you see people coming. They didn't enjoy the time back then before, so that was a big sign.
Did you guys know who ISIS were before coming and raiding into your village, or did you guys know what inhuman things they were capable of doing, or do you guys just think of them as a new government maybe coming to take over? Um, if you
Yeah,
remember.
we didn't know. We didn't know what ISIS would look like until they came. We thought it's just like normal people that will come and go. Just just something. Sometimes things happen like that, but we didn't know it will last that long.
How did the genocide begin in your village, in your area?
Yeah, so the night of 3rd of August 2014,
Yes.
it started in one of the villages in our country, in my country, called Gusarik, near Bahaj. It started happening again in the morning around 2, 3 a.m. And we could watch it because everyone was awake.
Yeah.
Um, it happened there until 6, 7 a.m. And then they moved to another village and then another village. They destroyed everything and they came to our village.
Did you guys have cars? Could you run to somewhere? Could you go somewhere? Um, when you guys saw that the other villages are being attacked, or was the road closed ahead, or what were the news?
We just wanted, like, we didn't, not many families had cars.
Yeah.
But We were helping each other. If someone had a car, they would ask his family or friends
Yeah.
if just come in. And I saw many of small cars, and more than 15 or 20 people were getting in one car, and we had only one place to go to, which was the Sinjar Mountain.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone would just start moving over there.
Sinjar Mountain has been such a uh, important mountain in Yazidi history. It has been source of safety for Yazidis. There's a Yazidi saying, "We have no friends but the mountains," and I think that's very true. So, did you guys attempt to run for the mountain?
Unfortunately, we couldn't because when we tried to escape before we get to the mountain at halfway through,
Yes.
ISIS called us all around. We couldn't get to the mountain.
What was it like when they first caught you guys? Did they try to kill any of you? What did they say? What did they tell you guys?
When they first arrived, they just drove past to the village,
Yeah.
and they had lots of guns, and everyone, like people from my community, they were just yelling and trying. They just wanted to escape.
Yeah.
When they got us on the road,
Mhm.
they made like a circle with their cars and people, and they had guns on their hands. And they told us, "Don't move, otherwise we will shoot you."
What was going through your head back then? If you can take us through that, what was going through your mind with all of that happening around you?
In that situation, or everyone, I'm assuming, were telling themselves, we just wanted to be in a safe place because it was very hard moments. First time we had a very good life back then, and suddenly something happens because this was like just suddenly happened. We never thought that this will ever happen to us. We just wanted. In that moment, I was just telling myself, I wish, like, they got us, but the women, because we were worried about the women.
I know for many people who made it to the mountain, they were there with no food, no water, nothing. They were dying out of starvation. Did you wish that you were in that situation instead of being caught by ISIS?
Absolutely.
So dying out of starvation
It's better
to
than
climb
being
a
with
mountain
ISIS.
than being caught by
Yeah.
ISIS.
A lot of family, I'm sure a lot of family wish to be in the mountain and die and not being with ISIS. Because being with ISIS is such as a terrible time. 1 minute is like 1 year.
I can imagine that as a survivor myself. What happened to you and your family those first days ISIS caught you? Where did they take you guys?
So first day they took us to a village called Bahaj.
Yes.
Yeah. And then after that they moved us to another small village near Bahaj called Risala.
So,
Yep. And then they put us in a house over there, just like a small house. We were there for 20 months in that house. They were visiting us, talking to us in a very.
and when was that the villages that they took you guys in? Were they Muslim villages or Yazidi villages or what?
It was all Muslim villages.
All
There
Muslim
was a lot of
villages.
ISIS in that village as well.
Yeah.
They were always visiting us. We had a very limited water and food.
Yeah.
No power.
Yes.
No phones, no data, nothing.
Um, were there any other Yazidis that were caught by ISIS in those villages, or was it just you guys, or you didn't know anything about them?
We didn't know like if there were any other Yazidis in that village because we stayed in that small house for 20 months. We couldn't go out.
Yeah.
So we like even if there were more Yazidis in that village, we couldn't see because we were kind of stuck in that house.
Yes. And the people who lived on those villages, the locals, um, were they ISIS themselves, or not all of them, or some? Or...
Not all of them, but a lot of them were trying to be with ISIS because they were scared of them.
Yes.
They didn't want to. They didn't have any other option. They had to be with them. Otherwise, ISIS would kill them as well.
Um, what were there moments when you tried to escape or hide? And if so, what was that like?
Very hard. first thing that came into our mind when we tried to escape, um, we were like dreaming like ISIS is in front of us, always, everywhere around us.
Yeah.
Because like literally everywhere in that village, outside of the village, even our neighbors, they were with ISIS. So it was very hard. Like we wanted to escape, but when we tried to escape, we were telling ourselves, they're everywhere around us. What if we do and they find us? Gone.
Can you like describe a moment from your time in Risala, in that village, that it felt like everything has changed, that it changed everything from that point beyond, and there's no coming back to the normal life you had before?
Yeah, so once they put us in that house, once we stayed there for more than 20 months, they, they told us, and they told many of thousands of other Yazidis, you have to change your religion. And we did what they wanted us to do because we didn't do it from our heart. We didn't have any other option. We either do it or die.
Yes.
Yeah, so we had to do it. And those moments are very hard. You do something, you don't like it, you do something you don't want to do it, we got forced to do it. That's very hard moments.
When did you ever think that, or did you have the hope that one day this would change and that we will take our revenge, or did anything like that go through your mind?
Not really, to be honest. As I said before, we tried a lot. Like we were telling ourselves, hopefully one day we'll change and we will go back to our normal life. And but it last that long and still going on.
Yes, it's very difficult, I know. What has stayed in your mind from that time, that has stuck in your mind, that just doesn't go away from your time being in captivity in Rasala, in that village?
Um, yeah, when they were like visiting us and making us to do things we didn't want to do it, telling us some words we were not allowed to say it, but we had to say it. Hardest one was you have to change your religion because you're Yazidi, you have to be like us.
Did you see ISIS kill anyone in that village, or take anyone away and do something to them that you guys were not able to see?
I didn't see, but when they took us to that village, on the way, we saw a lot of dead bodies on the road, Yazidis from our villages, Girzerik and others. We saw it on the way, there were dead bodies. But in that village, and many other villages like Risala, Bahaj, and they had ISIS put like a big TV
Yes.
in that village, and they were showing all the people, the videos when they were killing people and trying people to change their religions, and yeah.
So they were using terror as a weapon,
Yeah.
to make you guys change your faith.
Yeah.
Did you see any of your loved ones um, dead or killed?
Um, I didn't see any of my loved ones dead, like, but when they took us, um, I saw another big car with all my friends in it.
Yeah.
Our neighbors that we spent all our lives with.
Yeah.
They were literally looking at us, and we were looking at them as well. Like, and those moments are stuck in our brains and hearts, and we will never forget because they went to another way and we went to another way. And till now, we don't know anything about them.
I've never heard anything.
No, some of them are dead. They can confirm some of them are dead. Some of them came, some of them are still missing.
And during that time, Suleiman, did anyone help you guys? Did anyone do something for you? A stranger, a friend, somebody? Did anyone do anything for you guys while in captivity?
We had a friend over there. Before I was born, long time ago, he was our dad and my dad's friend and my grandfather's friend.
Yes.
So when ISIS called us, we called him. We said, "Please help us." So he came from that village. He was living there. He came and he helped us, and we were in that village with him. And he looked after us all the time. And he told ISIS, "I will look after those people. Those people are mine." Um, he was trying not to be with them, but as I said at the beginning, he was like scared, and many of other people they didn't want to be with ISIS, but because they were scared,
Yes.
ISIS would kill them, so they had to be.
Yeah.
So he helped us so much. I'm sure if he didn't help us, we wouldn't be alive right now.
Yeah.
Because he saved our life,
Mm.
and I'm so thankful for him, and I'm sure my family is as well.
Yes. There were lots of great people who
Yeah.
did not want to be with ISIS but were forced to be
Yeah.
with them. And that's unfortunate. And I'm glad that this man was there to help you guys. So I just want to make it clear. So he had to tell ISIS that he like, he owns you guys, that you are
Yeah.
his people, that
Yeah.
not you guys are not his friends. He didn't tell ISIS that
Yeah.
you were friends. He told ISIS that you guys were his slaves.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
that's
he could.
correct. Yeah.
So ISIS was selling Yazidis to um, other families who were with ISIS as slaves. But this friend of yours had to just act like you were his slaves to save you
Yeah,
guys. Wow.
absolutely. He was like he didn't have any other options.
Yeah.
He had to do that to save our lives.
What helped you hold on when everything felt hopeless? Like there was no hope. What made you hold on?
Um, we never told ourselves we will give up, even though it was very hard for us over there to live there. With the limited of water and food, and we were always sharing 31 people in one small house for 20 months. It's not easy.
Yeah.
But we never told ourselves we will give up. Even though we were doing whatever they were telling us, we didn't do it. We didn't want to do it, but we had to do it to live. But we were just telling ourselves, hopefully one day we can escape and have some freedom and go back to our normal life. Even though we never think it's gonna go back to normal. This genocide is still going on, but we never gave up.
Would you like to tell me what things they made you guys do, or do you want to just leave it there?
I don't mind saying it. So with all many of other Yazidi people, they were telling them, you have to do our praise.
Yeah.
Like we have our own prayer, they have their own prayer.
Yes.
You have to do what they say so they can confirm that you changed completely.
Yeah.
Because if you do that, you do what they do.
Yeah.
And if you do something what others do from another religion, that means you are from them.
Yeah.
So we had to do that.
So you guys had to act like you guys are fully converted into Islam, and are not Yazidis anymore. So you guys are saved. Wow. What was it like going to sleep in that village at night? What what went through your mind
Um,
if you could get any sleep?
we we were at least half of us were awake always
Oh,
because we were worried.
Yeah.
Especially about the women. Because we were telling ourselves what happens if we sleep and they just come suddenly and take the woman away from us and they kill them miles. We were just worried about the women's.
did they ever come and say, "We will take your women, and we will have to marry your women, and you guys have to marry our women, so you're fully integrated into Islam"?
They try to do that, and our neighbors were trying to tell ISIS, just talk to them, but because of our other friend,
Yeah.
he was owning us.
Yeah.
He was helping us. He didn't let it happen.
Yes.
ISIS visitors us a lot,
Yeah.
at least once a day or twice. But always when they were visiting us, our friend came and helped us as well so much. He didn't let them to take any of us.
I remember when I was in Mosul in captivity as well, they took lots of women. They just came in and took them out. So many women would use shoe ink to paint their faces a little bit, makes themselves
Yeah,
look dark so they look unattractive to
yeah.
them. Did the women in your family try to do anything like that to kind of hide away?
We were not only, but they would just put a scarf around their face.
Scarf around
Yeah,
their
and
face.
when they were visiting us, we would put all the women in a room separately, and
Yeah.
we as males, we just go in front of them.
Yeah.
We were talking to them instead of the women.
Yeah.
We didn't want them to see our females, so they don't take them away from us.
How did you eventually escape or get rescued? What?
So out of my family, I had my sister,
Yes.
two sisters. Two of
Yes.
my sisters were not with us,
Yes.
and my brother-in-law and my cousin.
Yeah.
They were in Kurdistan in a camp.
Yes.
So they helped us through the Iraqi government.
Yes.
They sent someone over there to help us escape few times,
Yes.
but unfortunately failed through because we were scared to escape. Our neighbors were always awake, and if we do something wrong, they were telling us. They were always like monitoring us. Yeah. So it failed through a few times. They sent someone over. We tried, but because they were awake, they were looking at us. We couldn't do it.
And the time it worked, what was it like? Where the man they sent, where did he take you guys? What did he make you guys wear? Muslim clothes, or did he take you straight into Kurdistan, or did he have to take another route to take you to safety?
Yeah. So the last time they sent someone over
Yeah.
because few of them failed.
Yes.
But, it wasn't their fault. It was our fault because it wasn't really like our fault, but we were just scared because everywhere around us we ISIS. But the last time they sent someone over, 4th of March 2016.
Yeah.
He came at 9 o'clock, 9 p.m.
Yes.
It was very, very raining, heavy rain.
Yes.
We were so lucky that it was raining, so everyone was inside
Yes.
and no one could go outside.
Yeah.
And there was no power as well.
Yes.
As I said at the beginning, there was no power.
Yeah.
So, kind of was very dark.
Yes.
He came around 9 p.m. and he said, get ready. Around 3 a.m., 2, 3 a.m., I will come with my van and we will go. We told them, is it just one car? He said, yeah, it's only one van, but we are 31 people. How are we going to fit in one van?
Yes.
He said, that's your only option. I will come. You're either going to make it or not make it. So he came around 3 a.m. with the lights off from his van.
Yeah.
He stopped about 200 meters away from our house.
Yes.
And it was very, very raining. Very raining.
Heavy rain.
Yeah, heavy rain. So we were all ready. We were awake.
Yeah.
Because we knew that he's coming. We had to trust him.
Yes.
Even though, we thought maybe he's just ISIS sent him to try us and see if we're going to escape or not. But we didn't have any option. We had to trust that man, even though we've never met him, we've never seen him, we didn't even see his face. He had a scar around his face. He said, just get ready at 3 a.m. It was very hard for us. We don't know how, like this person, 31 people, how we going to trust him? But we didn't have any option. We just had to do it. So he came at 3 a.m. He stopped like 200 meters away and he flashed with a small light. Yes. That means come. Yeah. Because at 9 o'clock when he came first time, he said, if you see my light, that means I'm ready, come. Yes. So he stopped there and we all just ran. Yeah, we just all just ran to the van. He opened the door and he looked at us, 31 people. Like he was very surprised. He said, I don't think we can do it. He said, I might take half and leave half. We told him, no. We either all go together, or we all stay, or we all die. That's our only option. Um, so he opened the door, and literally we all, I don't know how, even until now, nearly 10 years ago, I can't believe it, we did it. 31 people get into one vein. We were all over each other. We had small kids with us. They couldn't breathe. And if I could tell you, it took us less than 50 seconds to get 31 people into one vein. That's impossible. No one would believe that. Yeah. Sometimes now when you get into a car, you get in, you put the seatbelt on, and it takes you a few minutes.
Yeah.
That's only you, one person.
Yeah.
But 31 people get into one vein, one small vein. We got the lights off, and he just drove in the desert. He drove in the desert, heavy rain. Our car got stuck on the way as well.
Oh.
And we had, because we were so many people, a lot of us got out. We literally lift the van up and
up the ground.
Yeah, up the ground, and we put another place because there were so many of us.
Yes.
And we just drove. I don't like. I still can't believe we did it. And he had another car. He was his friend, front of us.
Yes.
It was like 2-3 kilometers. He was front of us, and then we talking to each other in like advice. Because if something happened in front, he would tell his friend, our driver.
So he would take you guys to somewhere
to another way.
Yes.
But nothing happened. For that moment, at around 5:30 a.m., we went to our place. We saw ISIS. They were like literally like 100 meters away from us. Wow. Lots of cars, and we just went through them. They were like around us everywhere, and they didn't see us. Wow. I can't believe it. Like, I don't know how they didn't see us because they were literally just 100 meters. Like, yes. 100 meters, you can literally see it. I don't know how they didn't see us. So he took us to another village near Syria. And he said, I have to keep you here for a bit because everyone will get up now. They they will pray in the morning. I don't want to take you through that village when they are all up because just in case they don't see us. He kept us in the house for about half an hour, and he changed the van to another small van and 6 motorbikes so they don't track the number plate of the other van. So we told him and his friend, please put all the females in that van and you go before us because we want the females to go first and don't worry about us. So we put all the females into that van and his friend went, and he had 6 motorbikes, and each two of us got behind the driver. Each of the driver went through one way, like no one followed the other one, just in case if they find one, the others can at least escape. Yes. So just each motorbike going through one way, and at the end, around 7 a.m., everyone just stopped at the same place near another area. Yes. Was kind of safe. We could see people from our country, our community. So he told us, those are your people. They're waiting for you, 2 kilometers away. Yeah. Just put the white flag up, scarf, white, like anything. Just share, even if you have a white shirt. Put it up and run towards them because white flag mean we need help. Yes. We are escaping, we need help. Help us so they don't shoot at us. So he left us there and he drove back. I don't know where he went. Yeah. And we just ran towards those people, our people that we didn't see them for 20 months. Even though 20 months might not be a lot, but 20 months were 20 years to us because being with ISIS is such as a hard time. But we went there and we just feel like we start being happy. It was very hard for us and happy at the same situation, like same time as well. We could see our people, we could talk to them in our language because we were speaking in another language for 20 months. Wow. was very, very hard moments, but happy as well at the same time.
And for putting women in the front, why did you guys want the women to get saved first? I obviously know the reason. I just want the audience to
Yeah,
know the reason as
because
well.
ISIS were raping women, taking them as slave, and they were killing the men always and taking the women. So we wanted the women to go first, so they don't do anything to them. Even if they kill us, that's fine. As long as they get to a safe place, no one can touch them or rape them and make them their slave and steal them and buy them.
Yes.
That was our goal.
And why do you think ISIS raped Yazidi women? What was their goal? Why did they do that?
They did that because they actually didn't know what the Yazidi are at the beginning, because maybe they didn't come for us, but because other people told them Yazidi people are different to the world, they can't marry from other religion, they have their own rules, very strict rules. So that's why they wanted to change us. They thought that we are different because we are different to the rest of the world. Why would we have someone like that? Let's change them. That's why by raping the women and killing the men,
They would be breaking their
yeah,
faith.
breaking their faith. And even though some people were with them like us, change your faith, you have to do what they say. That's why they wanted to destroy our religion and make us like them, so they don't have any more Yazidis
Yes.
in this world.
Must have been so difficult. Did you? How did you feel like it was freedom when you got back to your family, or was it nothing like freedom at all? That even though your family, those who have escaped, even their life were not something you would call free lives?
I don't think there's any freedom after the genocide back in my country, because at least every family has got someone missing or died. They're still looking and hoping that they come one day. If when I first time after that I saw my sisters and brother-in-law and my the rest of my family friends, I was just I was telling myself, how can't believe it.
Yeah. How did
We
this
were
all
all
happen?
very, yeah, how this all happened, man. We were in a different world. Being with ISIS is a different world. Sometimes if you do something wrong in life, you have another option. But with ISIS, when you do something, you don't have any other option. They will kill you straight away. But after I saw my family, I felt like I was a newborn. I was a newborn to the world, because I never thought we would escape, especially 31 people escape at the same time, in one car. That's unbelievable.
Also,
Impossible. But we felt a little bit safe, even though like it's still not safe out in there. But after I saw my family, I just could take a deep breath in. I thought, oh, we made it.
And where did you guys go from there after you got reunited with your family? What were the first few days of escaping ISIS were like? Where did you guys go?
So after that, we went to the camp for like the rest of the Yazidis. There are many camps now in Kurdistan. Yazidis living there, unfortunately. Living in tents, even until now, nearly 11 years, they still live in a tent. We went to the camp as well. First day we got into that camp, we looked at around us. We could see, our families, our friends, people from our community. We could speak our language finally. We could smile as well. We had, we could eat, could drink. We could see some little bit of freedom, little bit of happiness, even though it was very hard for us at the beginning to settle in. But days by days, slowly, it was a slow process. People were visiting us from our community every day. Every day, they were visiting us, and So that makes our life a bit easier. So yeah,
What were the conditions like in the camp, refugee camps? What was it like being a refugee in your own country, in your own land? The only thing you can get being a tent to live in. What was that like?
it was very hard. Like we lived in that camp for about 2 years, and every day, even until now, a tent. There's a power in the tent. They get on fire.
Yeah.
Many of thousands of people died in those tents because of fire, heavy rain.
Yeah.
The tent would fall. Our tent would fall many times, got into fire many times. We had to run away from it. Um, Even in the tent, even though like it's still you land, it's your place, your country, you live with your community, but it's still hard because you don't know. You sleep, you don't know if you're gonna wake up alive or dead.
Yes.
Because when you sleep and power in the tent and heavy rain, you don't know what's gonna happen. But there's still limited food in there. It's very hard.
So both the Iraqi government and the Kurdish regional government, they both failed to protect the Yazidi people. And those who were not caught by ISIS, who managed to get to the mountain, were put into tents. Did did you guys get any other assistance other than a tent?
No, that's we didn't because all other Yazidis were living in a tent, unfortunately, and we just had to be the same like them.
Yeah.
We had another other option.
Were there any like psychological or mental health services for you guys to attend after escaping this terror? Did they offer that?
They try to,
Yeah.
yeah, but when you're being with ISIS, it's a different world.
Yeah.
Everything changed.
Yeah.
Like it takes time
Yeah.
to go back to normal. It takes a lot of time.
Were you guys welcomed in this area, or like although it's your country, but now it's different with living with other people? Were they welcoming you guys in?
They were welcoming us in, trying to help us to settle in,
Yes.
and slow process, but it went through.
What was the hardest part about starting over, especially in a refugee camp in your own country?
Um, Getting used to back to normal was very hard for us, um, because we've been somewhere else,
Yeah.
in a different place, um, different language, different people. It was very hard. The process was one of the hardest moments for us to go back to normal and go back to the knowing those friends, um, getting used to the community was very hard for us at the beginning.
Sullyman, did you ever feel like the world forgot about what happened to your people?
I think so many people and countries they don't know who we are. They don't know what the Yazidi people. They don't know our religion.
Yes.
They don't know what happened to us, what they have been through. That's why we wanna show them and tell them that who we are and what we have been through, so we can get some more help from other people in other countries.
Well, you're doing an amazing job by sharing your story. That definitely helps a lot. And thank you again for that. How do you cope with the trauma and memories that it's
I try not to remember back then as much as I can. I always try to move on, and it's a slow process. But days by days, it gets better. But sometimes when I think of the past and what happened, and even until now, genocide is still continuing. It's very hard when you remember those moments. You feel like you are in those moments again.
Yes. A month ago, the last two Yazidi um, people being kidnapped by ISIS, the last two rescued. One of them, the name was Dia, I'm not sure what the name of the other one was. They were all over the social media. One of them has lost an eye and a leg, and but they're now with their families. When seeing other people are still being rescued, what's your reaction to that? What's your thought? Does that trigger anything with you?
Yeah, one of them was from my village.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
he lost one of his arm. He was our neighbor.
Wow.
Um, yeah, when as long as they come back, even though some of them come back with one leg, some of them missing an arm, an eye. I think as long as they come back, it's good. Yeah, as long as they come back alive, we happy with that because thousands of them are still missing. We don't know anything about them.
Did you talk to that person that was from your village?
I haven't had a chance yet. But,
Can you share his name with us? I know one of them was Dia, but I don't know the guy from the village. What was
the
his name?
other one's name. When I went back then, he was very little. I was very little as well. I can't remember his name.
Yes.
But his father's name was Khairu Khudaida.
Khairu.
Yeah.
So Khairu.
Uthman. Yes, it was Uthman.
His name?
His name was Uthman Khairu.
Uthman Khairu.
Yeah.
Okay. So Uthman and Dia, the last two rescued, and one of them missing an arm, one of them missing a leg,
And
and an
Uthman.
arm.
Yeah, and Uthman. And from their families,
Yeah.
I think more than 160 people were taken by ISIS.
From his family.
Yeah, at the same day
Wow.
as they took us.
Ooh.
At the same time. And some of them came, some of them are dead, some of them are still missing until now. It's very hard for them as well.
I can't imagine what's going through his head now.
Yeah.
And
he can't speak
what he
our
knows.
language. He can't speak Yazidi language now.
Wow.
He only speaks their language.
Only speaks their language.
Yes.
When you came back, was it hard for you to speak the Yazidi language as well, or did you still remember?
I still remember. It was still very hard to get back used to it.
Yeah.
Because even with the ISIS, I was still speaking Yazidi with my family.
Yes.
If I
When they were
could,
not there.
yeah, we were not around us.
Yeah.
But after getting back with the community and family and friends, it was a slow process, but we got it.
Well, I'm glad you did. Now, on the brighter side, after everything you went through, you had the opportunity to move to Australia. What was that journey like?
Yeah, moving to Australia was a very hard option or a choice for us because you live somewhere, you born somewhere, you grow up on that land. It's very hard to live. But
Yes.
sometimes in life you don't have any other options. You have to live. So we had to live. We had no choice. We had to move on and live a better life and have some freedom and a good life. That's why we moved to Australia.
It's wonderful. Well, I'm glad you came to Australia, Sullyman. And if I may ask, what was your first impression of Australia? What was it like to you when you first got here?
Yeah, when first arrived in Australia, it was very hard for me at the beginning. I felt like I was a newborn to this world because you came to a country, you don't know anyone, you don't know the places, you don't know the language.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the hardest things was for me.
Yes.
Because language is very important. Wherever you go, if you can speak that language, it makes the life easier.
Yes.
But I didn't have any, English.
Yeah.
I didn't have any friends. I couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
But slowly, went to school and things got better for me, especially the school that I went to, Hastam State High School.
Yes.
Here in Tumba. They have a department called EALD for people who come from overseas.
Yes.
They have English as the second or third language.
Yes.
I think our school is one of the only schools in Queensland. They have that department. In case of classes, just learning English.
Yeah.
So I went to that school, Palestine,
Yes.
for 4 years. I was keep working hard every day. And teachers helped me so much, a lot. And I was going home and trying to help myself as well by watching YouTube and going to the markets, talking to people. If I don't know any, just anything, just speak, take some words out of my mouth and say to them. And
I
it was
imagine
good.
you used your
Yeah,
hands a lot to
use your
make
body
understand.
language and yeah, and move on. But yeah, school helped me so much, and I'm still grateful for that. And I went there 4 years, and I graduated, and now I'm back there as a staff member. Work there. So I've been at
beyond
that school
amazing.
for 7 years,
Wow.
and I think that school is. I feel like I'm in a safe place, special place, important place. I I feel very special over there. I feel very important, very safe.
Yeah.
Everyone is so nice to me. They help me. They support me with my life goals and
Yes.
every day. I'm so grateful that I'm there, and I feel like that's another home for me because I've been there for 7 years, and 7 years is like an age.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
is. Yeah. And is there a special teacher or staff member at Harristown that has helped you with your journey? Or
I like all of them, to be honest.
Yeah.
I love all of them the same way.
Yeah.
But so when it comes to a question,
Yeah.
like who helps you alone and
Yeah.
supports you alone, like everyone does.
Yeah.
But because I do refereeing soccer,
Yeah.
football now,
Yes.
one of my football academy coaches back then, he helped me so much.
Yes.
And he helped me to become a referee. His name is Mark Becher. Yeah, he's done so much for me. Everyone at school and out of school, everyone that I know, they always help me and support me, and I'm so thankful for all of them. I appreciate all the help and support. But Mark Richard was the man who helped me to become a referee, and things going very well for me now. And
That's great. Amazing to hear, and especially if you go to a school and then you come back to that school and as a staff and then help people the way the teachers, the staff help you, I think that's beyond amazing. And well done. You should be proud of yourself.
thank you. And that's why, because when I went to school, I couldn't speak English. And now, because I can speak English, there are a lot of people from my community, they go to that school.
Yeah.
That's why I went back, and I want to help them and show them that what I have been through.
Yes.
And so can show them some help and help the school as well.
That's beyond amazing. That's beyond amazing. So, is Australia home now, or do you still consider your village in Iraq your first home?
Iraq will forever be a first home.
Yes.
Even though it's not safe.
Yeah.
I went through a lot of hard moments over there, but I think for me, forever, Iraq will be a first home. But Charlotte's definitely my second home. I'm feeling very special here, very important.
Yes.
Very freedom.
Yeah.
Lovely people, always kind.
That's amazing. You said you started doing reffing with the help of one of your coaches, and that leads me to asking: did you play football here in Australia, or did you just went to refereeing straight away?
When I first arrived, I did play football. I played for school as well, for the football academy.
Yeah.
That's what led me to refereeing.
Yes.
I played at school for 3-4 years.
Yes.
And then I played out of school for probably 3 years as well.
Yeah.
Clubs. And then after I became a referee, it was very hard for me to balance refereeing, playing, and refereeing at the same time.
Yes.
And I could feel like I didn't enjoy playing football here a lot. And I was doing better at refereeing.
Yes.
And a lot of people have told me, you still can make both of them, but if my coaches at refereeing, and they told me if you want to do better at refereeing,
yes.
we see you as a better referee than a player.
Yes.
That's why I quit football in 2022.
Yeah.
My last game was at school. I played the grand final SPL. And we won that grand final. I was a goalkeeper.
Must have been special.
Yeah, it was very special for me because last game it was at Harristown State High School because that's the place I did like to be at.
Yeah.
And then it was the last game, a grand final game.
Yes.
I saved the last penalty and I took the last penalty scored. So
wow,
it was a very special moment for me.
Yeah, that's
so since special. Then it's my 5th year as a referee.
Yeah.
And I haven't played football since 2022, and I still miss it, but I think refereeing is so much better for me.
It works better for you.
Yeah, it works better for me with my time, and everyone helped me with refereeing, my coaches and friends,
Yes.
other referees. They always welcoming me to their place and country and job. So very happy.
Amazing. I'm glad to hear you've been doing well and you're happy about where you are. What makes you proud about where you are? What makes you proud, Stella?
Um, the people who have support me are making me very proud.
Yeah.
Because it's in this country, whatever you do, there are always so many people that help and support you.
Yes.
Like I go to school, for example, I'm any of the teachers I see, I know probably every single teacher in my school
Yes.
because I've been there for so long.
Yeah.
You know, they say hello to me. How was your weekend? How was your football going? Refereeing going?
Yeah.
That's makes my day happy. Even though
Yeah.
sometimes not everyone has a good day every day.
Yeah.
Not every day is a good day.
Yes.
Sometimes I have a bad day. I go to school and they see me and smile and talking to me in a nice way. And,
Yeah.
you know, we jog around and
Yeah.
say a few things that makes me very proud. And I want to make them proud as well.
Yeah.
Make the school and family and friends and community and region and state and country proud.
Yes.
I want to go further as much as I can. I know it takes time,
Yes.
refereeing and stuff, but hopefully one day.
Seems like you have big goals ahead. So now you're refereeing and coaching. Sorry, is it coaching or is it just work for school?
Just work for school.
Work. Okay, so
Yeah.
work for school and refereeing.
Yeah.
So what are your goals and dreams for the future, now?
Yeah, so everyone has a different goal.
Yeah.
My goal for future is I want to become an A-League referee one day.
A-League referee.
Yes, I want to become an A-League referee one day, and after I get there, and then other steps takes more time. But just for now, I want to become an A-League referee. I know it's a hard process, lots of work to do. It takes time, years, but I have a big belief in myself. I can do it. Yeah. Because that belief comes from the people who help and support me, my coaches, my friends, family, the school. Everyone helped me so much. And I think I will hopefully make it one day. Even if not, I just want to keep working hard and try to make them proud, make the school proud. Not just myself, but make the school, community, family, friends, region, state, country proud. I want to make this country proud because this country and this region, this state, family, friends, community, school, everyone has helped and supported me so much that I will never forget. And I'm so grateful and I appreciate everything that those people have done for me.
You're such a resilient and humble person, Sullyman. That's something very rare in people these days. So, what are your hopes for your people and communities?
I also want to help the community, my community as well.
Yes.
I want them to feel like they're in a safe country, even though like a lot of them, even some of their family are still missing. Now they live in this country here.
Yeah.
It's very hard for them.
Yes.
Because if one of their missing family comes,
Yes.
they are very far.
Yeah.
It's very hard for them. Like they can be in a safe place, but they can't go. It takes time. It's very hard. I want them to keep living in themselves and keep hoping that those people will come one day. And I want them to help each other and support each other throughout their life as well. Not just one thing, everything else.
Yes.
Always stay strong and stay who they are.
Yes.
And believe in their faith and do what they can do to protect themselves and their religion and always help this country as well.
So, Sullyman, what does being a survivor mean to you? Does it mean just escaping death and staying alive, or does it mean escaping death and then succeeding in life as to whatever you want to succeed in? What does surviving mean to you?
Survivor means to me a dead saver in 2 words. Because I was dead,
Yeah.
and now I saved, I escaped. Because it's very hard.
Yeah.
It's very hard as well. But even until now, I escaped I see other people are still missing. It's very hard.
Yeah.
I want them to come one day as well. Even if it's tomorrow, 1 month, 5 years, 10 years. I just want them to come one day. I wanna keep hoping that those people come one day, and we all can go back as normal. I know it's very hard for all of us to go back as normal, but hopefully one day.
So surviving to you means that not only you survive, but the other people who are up to survive and having the simple life you had before. If you could speak to your younger self, Suleyman, what would you say to yourself, to your younger self? After everything you've been through, everything you've seen, becoming the man you are, what would you tell your younger self to make your life easier?
Um, Probably never give up. It's because whatever you do through the life, if you if you don't take the opportunities, life will be hard. Life is hard. You have to work for it. Everything is hard now. If you don't work hard for it, it's not gonna come. Especially if you're doing something, starting with something, it's gonna take a long time. You have to keep building trust in yourself and confidence and believe that you can get there.
What message do you have to um, the, let's say, the Australian people who have not been through anything like this, haven't seen, don't know what's it like? What's your message to them, to the Australian youth?
My message to them is to kill, to help, like keep helping Yazidi people, and any other peoples. Keep listening to their stories, keep watching them, know like what happened to us and to many other people in many other countries. I know a lot of them do, and a lot of them help us and help other people, and we are also grateful for them.
Yes.
Yeah, we appreciate all of them. We appreciate them. We appreciate this country for having us here, and many other people from different countries as well. We want everyone, not just Australia, to keep helping us. What we have been through, it's really hard.
What do you want the Australian youth, the young people of Australia, people that go to school, what do you want them to, if anybody is listening to this, any young person listening to this, what's your message for them? What would you want them to do for themselves? What would you want them to learn from your story?
Yeah. So I want them to learn that they have a better life. They always have. They had a better life. I don't want them to have the life that I have been through.
Yes.
Because my life was very hard, and many other people from my community was hard. I want them to keep learning, getting somewhere, finding something, at least one thing. I know. I'm sure everyone can do at least one thing in this world to stick with, to help their family, friends, and community, school, region, state, anything.
Yes.
Just help each other, respect each other, stay away from troubles, um, and have a better life. Help your family, help anyone you can.
So your message is be grateful to your life. Don't take it for granted. Pursue your dreams.
Yep.
Wonderful. Thank you, Suleyman. And now my final question, Suleyman, is what would justice look like to you?
Seeing those people are still missing, we wait for them to come back one day. And the other people are dead. We don't want their blood, what you go for nothing. And for those people who did that to us, we hope that one day something happens to them as well. Because we didn't deserve that. We didn't do anything wrong to anyone. So that happened to us.
Thank you so much, Suleyman. Thank you for sharing your story. It's very inspiring to how you have come from ashes, literally being broken down into the ground, that you decided to grow and you decided to live and you have decided to be positive and you've looked into the future in a positive way and you have pursued your dream. You have worked hard and you're still working hard. And I hope all the best for you. And I hope one day
Thank you.
I can watch a league game and see you as the referee for the
Thank you
game.
very much.
I really want to see you there. Thank you so much for sharing
Thank
your
you
story.
for-
You're very humble and resilient.
Thank you so much for having me and
Thank you
helping
so
me and
much.
supporting
Thank
me
you
through
so
my
much.
life.
Thank you.